Hello and welcome back to Remember the Flowers. We'll be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is right when they arrive at what I'm assuming is going to be their pit stop. And you were formally introduced to Axel, the white saber-toothed tiger who always has his eyes closed, but turns out has black sclera and yellow eyes and is very, very dreamy. And also Ring, the dragon, who's a little bit abrasive, but you know, you can tell it's just a show. Also, there's Rose, but you are just about to see her, formally. Although technically you guys did already see them in the previous update, like the picture that shows all three of them, but you're gonna get to see their sprites, which, it's nice. Anyways, but yeah. So let's continue. Oh, hey there! She perks up and walks up to me, kneeling down so that she's more eye level. How are you feeling? Fine, thank you. She claps her hands together. It gives me a good look at her prosthetic arm. Good, I'm glad. You were in a rough enough state the first time we found you. The hyena starts to pat my back. I can tell she's holding back, but that doesn't stop her from bobbing my head up and down. She seems pretty nice, but I'm already a bit overwhelmed with everything as it is. We didn't go through all the trouble just for you to squish him, Rose. What do you mean, we? Axel and I did the hard work. You just stayed in the car. Hey, you wouldn't be able to do jack without me hacking into their security systems. Which screwed up so bad that we lost a whole week of progress and nearly got us all caught. You bashed in the guard's head after they asked you for your authorization. I was sending it to you. They started to get into each other's faces. Both of them are puffing up as they argue. Instinctively, I take a step back. Not realizing, I back into Axel's chest. Oh, sorry. I move to stand next to him. You're fine. What's up? Is this normal for them? Oh, yeah. They do this all the time. I look back at the bickering duo. I can't even understand what they're saying anymore. I thought I'd like bantering, but this. Maybe they're just that close. Axel doesn't seem to want to stop them. You can leave them be. They've been cooped up for a while and probably want to blow off some steam. Rose and Ring are pulling on each other's faces at this point. Huh. Want me to give you the tour? Sure, why not? It's not much, but we've staked out here a few times. It looks like an old warehouse. Is it safe? The roof caved in once, but we fixed it. Why don't you just stay in the car? We have to power it down in order to conserve energy. It gets stuffy and hot really fast with 3 people. Huh. Why don't we just find a capsule motel? Oh, you've used one? Lance took me to his place with one. Ah, well, there aren't many places that could fit everything we bring. Believe me, we've tried cramming the Invisicar in one. I see. Do you need any help setting up? Sure, you can help me carry some supplies in. It'll give us a chance to avoid the bickering. Sounds good. We make our way around the side of the in-vehicle. Rose is nearly strangling Ring on the ground. Ring lets out yelps here and there. Axel opens a panel on the side of the car. Rose, play nice. I'll think about it, boss. He's still smiling. Just a typical Tuesday, I guess. Weirdos. It'd be endearing if I wasn't forced to be here. Okay, I'm gonna start bringing stuff into the warehouse. Shouldn't take more than a half an hour to set everything up. If you can grab some of the smaller boxes, that'd be appreciated. I'll try. It takes a bit of effort, but even my spindly arms can lift up 2 of the boxes. Maybe I can garner some trust by being cooperative. Find out what they know. Then book it. Oh yeah, do you have any favorite foods? I probably do, but I don't remember any of them off the top of my head. I see. Well, if you figure out anything, let me know. I'll be happy to make it for you. Axel gives me a reassuring smile. At least, I think he's trying to be reassuring. Stupid wolf. I hate that I can't take gestures like that at face value anymore. I'll think about it. What about you? What's your favorite food? That's a toughie. I have a lot of favorites. Axel nods in the direction of the warehouse, signaling me to follow. If I had to pick, it'd probably be some kind of seafood. I love fish. I can't help but chuckle. What? Nothing. It's just, I know another tiger with similar tastes. Ah, I see. Well, it is pretty common for us to like fish. I wouldn't pass up a good steak, though. I don't think I would either. I can't help but think back a bit to a time where I convinced Damien to go on a nice date with me. It's fuzzy, but I can make the general idea out. I remember how much he griped about wearing a button-up shirt. It looked good on him. I can't help but sigh. Something wrong? I'm just reminiscing. Something sad? No, not at all. I can't help but smile a little as I head into the warehouse. What are they like? I hesitate as I plant the boxes down next to Axel's. It'd be nice to talk about myself for a change. Trying to think of all the possibilities on the spot is sort of debilitating. This'll be a good opportunity to keep some level of control in a conversation. He's my boyfriend, and I miss him. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hear what? Well, he's passed on, right? What? No, what? Huh? Why would you think that? For some reason, I feel a bit of heat in my cheeks. I don't know. I didn't think you knew someone back in Resume like that. I didn't know him there. I knew him back home. Oh, I see. Sorry for misunderstanding. The big tiger looks embarrassed. I wasn't trying to insinuate anything. I huff. It's fine. I don't know why I got so riled up myself. It's okay. You've been through a lot, especially in the past few days. Tell me about it. That's what I was going to say. I know you gave us the rundown earlier, but I want to know more about your thoughts on the situation. What's there to talk about? I was handed from one person to another group. Well, that might not be entirely inaccurate. We did break you out of Resume to keep you as far away from there as possible. Axel is rummaging through one of the boxes. It looks like he's setting up some portable cooking equipment. Do you hate Lance? He asks it so casually, but I can tell that he's been wanting to ask for a while now. I ponder for a moment. I'm still not sure. It all happened so fast. I still think I have emotional whiplash. We can work through that if you want to. I'd understand if you'd rather not, though. After everything you've been through, I'm sure trusting people is a challenge in of itself. Maybe. I can't tell if he's reading my vibe or just being considerate. There shouldn't be any harm in venting my emotions as long as I remain perceptive. Right? I guess it's not inaccurate to say that I kind of hate him. It surprises me how hard that was to say. I mean, he dragged me around just so that he could sell me. Speaking in half-truths, probably just to make himself feel better too. Oh, you wouldn't want to stay with me. Damn right I don't. But even still. I pause again. Axel stops what he's doing to give me his full attention. Take your time. It's just... Even now, I can't figure out what was real and what wasn't. How much of our friendship was a lie. Axel nods. I guess he's had some experience himself. What do you think? Me? Well... That seems to have caught him off guard. I guess I'm just surprised with how similar our experiences were. I knew him for a long time, but I didn't expect him to do what he did. All for the sake of our found family, no less. Although I'm pretty sure he was just in it for the money. Sounds about right. Money was all the guy could talk about. Just hard to believe he'd go off and sell someone we swore to protect. Even harder to believe that he thought we'd understand. Well, I'm glad you didn't. No, we understood why he did it. We just didn't agree with it and threw him out. Now it's his turn to pause. Sometimes, I still think that I should have ended it there, so that he wouldn't keep doing it. It wouldn't be wrong to say that it's partly my fault that you had to deal with him in the first place. I'm sorry about that. That surprises me. He's displaying more honesty in the past few hours than I've seen in the past week alone. Sorry, didn't mean to make things heavy. Do you mind fetching the others? They should be done with their squabbling right about now. I'll need some help getting dinner started. Oh, sure, I'll be right back. Something about him. He's not like Lance. And while I want to stay alert, something tells me that I can trust him. I hope I can, for my sake. The sun is starting to set. Now that I think about it, won't it get cold? The warehouse doesn't look insulated. I need to ask for a blanket or two. I don't see the hyena or dragon outside. Maybe they're still by the car? I move around the bulky car and sure enough, there they are. Ring looks passed out on the ground. Rose is tinkering with her arm. Everything okay? Oh, hey Sai, what's up? I grimace. Axel says he wants some help with dinner. Gotcha. Sorry, didn't realize how late it had gotten. She gets up and dusts off her jeans, leaving the dragon behind. Are you gonna get him? If he misses out on dinner because he pissed me off, that's on him. He knew what he was getting into. Harsh. He's still breathing at least. To be honest, the petty side of me does take some satisfaction in seeing him flat on the ground. But at the same time, the considerate side of me wants to make sure he's okay. You go on ahead. I'll, go check the damage. It'll take more than that to kill him. Not much more, but more. I see. Trust me, he'll be fine. Probably. Great vote of confidence. If you really want to wake him up, just tell him someone is eating you-know-whose food. That should do it. Okay, why don't you go and do that? Because he's getting on my nerves, and I don't want to. Simple as that. A bit too simple, but I guess I can respect the pettiness to some degree. Besides, he sucks at cooking. I was already going to do most of the work with Axel. Him being up wouldn't make that much of a difference. I see. I can't tell if they have a close relationship or they just hate each other. Maybe both. Well, I'll see you inside, I guess. She waves at me as she walks in. I turn my attention to the dragon laying on his back. Honestly, I kind of want to head back in too. Maybe this is an opportunity to get on his good side. I mumble to myself as I walk over to and crouch down beside the dragon. There's a bit of drool dripping from his snout. Hey, you. Are you okay? Besides some grumbling, there's not much of a response. I'm definitely not strong enough to pick him up. Wonder if I should go get Axel for this. Then I'm reminded of what Rose said to me. Might as well try it, right? Hey, Ring? Someone is eating you-know-whose food. The dragon snaps his mouth shut and starts to glare at me before sitting up and grabbing my shoulders. Was it you? Did you eat the food Silver made me? Instinctively, I try to push on the dragon's chest to get him off of me, with little success. Don't touch me! Who the hell is Silver? Ring seems to come to as quickly as he pulls his arms to cover his mouth. His eyes are wide as he slowly lowers his hands. You didn't hear that. I sure did. His moment of fear is quickly replaced with animosity. If you let anyone know I told you that name, I will kill you. Where have I heard that before? Annoyed, I get myself up and pat my pants clean. Whatever, man. Dinner's gonna be ready soon. That's all I came here to tell you. Yeah, definitely a waste of time. I can hear the dragon curse to himself behind me as I make my way back inside. My bad mood quickly dissipates. Something smells really good in here. I hadn't been gone for very long, but Axel and Rose have set up a small kitchen station to prepare everything. Oh, there you are. Do you have any requests, Cyrus? No, I'm not very picky. Good, I think you and I will get along fine then. If you say so. Do you need any help? Did you get ring up? Unfortunately. Rose snorts at that. He's grumpy when you wake him up. Also, has loose lips. Axel drops a smile. What do you mean? Hey! Ring walks in, grumpy as ever. Rose! Did you eat Talon's food again? No, I didn't, you dumbass. I just knew that you'd wake up if someone said that. Ah, I see. Talon must be Silver's code name. Now there's a nugget of information to keep in mind. I wonder if I'm petty enough to blackmail. We shall see. Ring glares at me. What? Nothing. I roll my eyes and decide to return to ignoring him. Axel, do you need anything else? Not really. Food's almost done. There are some crates around the place that you could grab for us if you want. You want them anywhere? Just make a circle. We'll put some of the food in the middle for people to serve themselves. Alright. Looking around the warehouse, there's a variety of boxes. Some look like wooden crates, while others are similar to the ones that Lance had. They certainly won't pass for a matching dinner set, but I guess they'll get the job done. Since they're mostly empty, it's just a matter of pushing them into place. Thankfully, it doesn't take me very long. Looking over my shoulder, I see Axel and Rose working away. Can you pass me the salt? Coming right up. Got the peppers? Here you go. They're working pretty well together. Wonder how often they do improv dinners like this. Wait, someone's missing. I move the last box over and notice a ring leaning against the wall. On his axiom. I can't help but frown. Ring catches me staring at him. He sneers back. I roll my eyes and dust my hands off before checking on the others. That smells amazing. I'm surprised you were able to make do all the way out here. It's nothing much. It's pretty common for us to go on long trips, sometimes through the desert. We had to get good at making food that keeps for a long time. Ring used to make us military-grade food. His meals got old pretty fast. Huh, there's a military. Is that why he's sulking in the corner? No, he knows he's really bad at cooking. It's either bland as hell, or he makes it so spicy you'll blow up a toilet. Come on, Rose, don't be so hard on him. Cooking isn't easy. Obviously not with how he handles himself in the kitchen. He overseasons everything to suit his tastes. He once told me it's something to do with being part dragon. Different taste buds. Wouldn't be surprised, but I'd rather not have a gallon of milk at the dinner table if I can avoid it. Why don't you like spicy food? I do, but not how he does it. When we get home, I'll make you one of my specialties. Sure. We can try to make all sorts of things for you. It might help you remember which are your favorites. He doesn't even remember that much? A tear slides down her cheek. Poor guy. I'm fine, really. I can't miss something I don't remember. You don't have to trouble yourselves over me. Oh, okay. Axel, can you pass me that? Without even skipping a beat, her teary eyes disappear. Sure, here you go. I'm gonna start sitting up now. Sounds good. I'm almost done. Hey Cyrus, can you help me for a sec? Sure, what's up? Axel crouches down behind their makeshift kitchen and then holds up some kind of gadget. It's starting to get late. Since there's no lights in this building, we use these special lanterns. It looks sort of green, almost ghostly. What makes them special? Do I need to do something? I just need you to hold it still while I put in the fluid. Fluid? Yeah, it's a bioluminescent fluid. It's hard to come by, so I'd rather not spill it. It lasts for a long time, though. I think I can handle that. Is it safe to touch? As long as it doesn't get near your eyes. Axel places a lantern in front of me. Just hold it steady for me, alright? Got it. The lantern's surface feels cool to the touch. I wonder if it's glass. Oh, right. We'll look at your hands after we eat. It's fine, it doesn't hurt. That's not all. We should still make sure that it's not infected. Alrighty. Anyway, ready when you are. Thanks. Should take just a minute. Axel slides the top of the canteen, which produces a small opening. The fluid he pours reminds me of a syrup, if it was seafoam green. I was expecting it to smell bad, but I'm surprised that it's almost smoky. Easy does it. Almost there. His arms are almost trembling as he tries to keep himself steady. Once he fills up most of the flask, he carefully slides the top of the container shut, before placing it down on a solid surface. Man, I hate using this stuff. Seems kind of cumbersome. Do you have any portable lights? We do, but we don't have a convenient way to charge them. They're for emergencies. That's weird. I thought everything y'all use is solar powered. Not necessarily. Some equipment is like the Axiom, but a lot of it is powered by kinetic energy. Huh. You lost me. That's alright, we'll show you when we get back. Just know it's a bit awkward to power stuff if we're away for too long. We like to save most of the power for the invisivehicle. I guess that makes sense. Rose calls and gets our attention. You guys ready to eat? Absolutely. Hey Ring, come on, it's dinner time. Thank God, I was about to keel over. You know, I can always make you something if you're hungry. You don't have to wait. I'm not gonna bother you to make me a sandwich in the middle of a mission. I'll just save some leftovers for later. Suit yourself. Can you get the bowls and plates? Sure, give me a second. I'll get the food ready to serve. Appreciate it. They chat amongst themselves as they get everything set up. I wonder if they've forgotten that I'm here. If they have, this must be how they genuinely interact with each other. I can't deny that it's heartwarming. They have a nice dynamic going on. At least, on the surface. I think Cyrus should be the first to eat. Huh? How come? He's our guest, Ring. Can't be a guest if he's gonna live with us. Technically he's right, but I still think Cy should choose. Fine, whatever. Just this once. Attaboy. Axel sits down on a crate and motions for me to sit next to him. I can serve you, just let me know what you'd like to try. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's hard not to drop my guard around this guy. His voice is very calming to listen to. This group is already way more considerate than my last host. As of right now, I don't think they've lied to me. Axel said there were things that he couldn't explain right now, but soon. That's way better than what Lance was doing. Lance from the get-go wasn't happy with the situation. I'm pretty sure he only tolerated me, at the start, for the money. Maybe I'm just being naive, but I don't think this group is lying to me. If they were, it wouldn't take long for their stories to fall apart. As far as I can tell, everything is adding up. I've been trying to stay alert for only one day, and I'm already exhausted. I'm tired of being on edge. I think I deserve some time to relax a bit. I think I'd like to try some of that soup, if that's alright. Coming right up. I think the fatigue from everything is starting to hit me. As wimpy as it sounds, I don't want to put too much effort into eating right now. I just want to sip some soup and go to bed. That reminds me. Hey Axel, are you sure we can't sleep in the in-vehicle? Axel pours a ladle of creamy broth into my bowl before setting some kind of pastry on a plate next to it. Sorry, probably not. We need to keep it off for the night to conserve power. Cloaking takes a lot of energy. That's why we set up here. I see. Don't be a wuss. How about don't be a dick? I'm not. He can handle it. I'm just worried about the desert getting cold. We have a heated blanket for you to use. Made it myself. I really want to say that doesn't make me feel much better, but I decide not to. Too tired for that. I appreciate it. No problem. Hey, don't get any dumplings! Come on, you can't hog them all the time. They're the last batch Talon made. Fuck off! That's because you ate the last two by yourself. He made them for me. He made them for us. They continued their dinner time squabble. Didn't realize I'd get a dinner and a show. Speaking of, the soup is absolutely amazing. It's the perfect temperature with a good amount of flavor. I think it's a fish soup. It tastes, well, fishy, in a good way. Fish, leek, and potato soup, maybe? With just a hint of peppers for a kick. Not what I'd go with, but I can't deny that it works well together. You made this soup, Axel? Oh, yeah, I did. You like it? It's amazing, thank you. For what? He looks bewildered for some reason. For giving me a decent meal? Oh, you're welcome, but you don't need to thank me for that. Still, thank you. I appreciate having an actual meal for once. Guess it's been a while, huh? Feels like years. Well, eat up. When we get home, I'll have access to my kitchen. I'll make you anything you want, anytime. I can't help but chuckle. I might have to hold you to that. I go to take another spoonful of soup before being interrupted by a dragon's hand. Here, you can have one. He's holding a dumpling on a pair of tongs. Axel and Rose look stunned. I guess I do too because I don't respond right away, which makes Ring annoyed. Well, do you want one or not? Sure, thank you. I find another plate and hold it up for Ring. He delicately places the dumpling down. Dang, I guess Axel was right. You are warming up to the newbie. Now, Rose, don't tease behavior you want to see more often. I'm just saying. Thank you, Ring. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. I am curious, though. What's the occasion, Ring? Nothing. Rose and Axel lean in with a mischievous smile. There's those bedroom eyes again. What? You're allowed to be nice, you know. I am nice. Rose snorts. Shut up. I felt bad for him. He probably hasn't eaten anything good in a long time. I'm allowed to be nice. We already said that. Don't worry, I won't tell Talon. Promise. Ring, he won't care that you shared your food. He said you don't have to hoard it anyway. That's not gonna stop me from trying. Clearly. Do I get one too? No. Come on, let me have just one. I said no, fuck off! Rose starts clicking together a pair of tongs as she's about to pounce, which makes Ring move back defensively. Now they're all getting into it, laughing and teasing each other while they eat. This is nice. Really nice. Just watching them interact makes me happy. I continue to sip on the soup. With all the commotion, I'm already feeling sleepy. A tiny part of me wonders if they drug the soup or something to make me tired, but I quickly quash the notion. They're all eating it, and they could knock me out if they wanted to. Damn it, I'm getting too paranoid for my own good. I can't help but yawn before I bite into the dumpling. Okay, I can see why Ring is so protective of these things. They're steamed, and there's just enough fat inside to make them rich and flavorful. Good, right? Ring is looking at me expectantly. I quickly swallow. Yeah, they are good. Talon made these. Sure did. He usually works solo, sometimes we go a few months without seeing him. But he makes us a lot of good food to store before leaving. You mean he makes you a lot of good food? I don't remember the last time I got a whole meal from him. Have you tried asking? Have you tried shutting the fuck up? They glare at each other again. I can't help but chuckle. You guys are a riot, that's for sure. Axel smiles at me. You better get used to it. Don't worry, if Ring ever pisses you off too much, just call me. I'll knock him on his ass. I'm not going to antagonize the guy. Somehow, I have trouble believing that. Oh, shut it. I'll play nice as long as he does. I rest my head on my hands and yawn before smirking. Likewise, maybe some other time. I'm starting to get a bit sleepy. I have to choke back a yawn just so that I can finish up my soup. I'll set up a bed for you once we're done eating. We'll probably be up for a bit longer. We got some planning to do. Do you need any help? Axel sighs. Cyrus, you gotta take care of yourself a bit more. We'll be fine. Don't worry about us. You just get some rest, come on. Alright. We'll try not to keep you up, although some of us are a bit louder than the rest. What? What was that? Rose yells into Ring's ear. He bops her on the snoot. Ow, you little! Rose, you did deserve that. Try to use your inside voice tonight, alright? Fine. Sorry, Sai. I'll be good tonight. It's fine. I'm already a light sleeper, so don't worry if I wake up. If you want, we can work outside. No, it's fine. I'm not here to trouble y'all. Alright, here, let's get you to bed then. My sleepy stupor is interrupted as Axel lifts me up by my armpits. Up you go. I have half of mine to push him off of me, but I'm too tired to try. Thankfully, he just helps me to my feet instead of trying to actually carry me. I think tomorrow, I'll let him know that I don't want to be touched. You sure we'll be okay sleeping in here? We'll be fine. Hardly anyone drives all the way out here. They usually just port. I'm surprised that there aren't places you can go with a car. Well, there are, but they usually want authentication and registration, which, as you can imagine, wouldn't fly with our work. Huh, fair enough. I assume you want to sleep by yourself. Probably. No problem, let me go get everything. Sorry, we don't have a toilet. If you need to go, you can just... go in the corner or something. I'll manage. Can I ask for a canister of water? Yeah, I'll get you one too. I'll be back in a minute. I plop my scrawny ass on the ground. Sounds good. Axel makes his way out of the warehouse pretty quickly. Looks like Rose and Ring are cleaning up dinner, pretty amicably I might add. I stretch my arms as I lean back and then rest my hands on the ground. Most of the ground is actually dirt. Like someone stripped off whatever flooring there was before. Must have been pretty desperate to want something like that. Or maybe there was a lodestar somewhere that someone wanted to find. Oh, that reminds me of my own. I make sure that no one is looking in my direction before reaching into my jacket pocket. Doesn't seem like anyone's paying attention to me right now. I slowly pull the stone out. I cup my palm to hide it, but it's as captivating as ever. I have some information and at least one thing of value. Wonder how far it'll get me. In the corner of my eye, I see Axel come back. As naturally as possible, I slide the stone away. What you looking at? Oh, I was just looking at my bandages. I think they might need to be changed after all. Good thing I brought the first aid kit. Good thinking. Let me just... I start to pull up my sleeves when it finally hits me. I'm still wearing his jacket. The scent of vanilla hits my nose. I can't help but clench my fists. Cyrus? Axel snaps me out of my thoughts. Huh? What's wrong? Your heart rate is a bit frazzled. Oh great, another walking heart monitor. Oh, sorry, I just realized how much I smell. Will I be able to shower tomorrow and wash my clothes? Of course! We have some robes that you can wear while we wash everything. Great, this jacket is starting to reek. Do you want to take it off? No, I'll be fine. Alright, here, let me see that hand of yours. I outstretch my mummified hand. Starting from my middle finger, he slowly unravels all the bandages. Dang, what happened again? I was holding a knife the wrong way. Axel looks stumped. For this long? I can't really feel pain. It was an awkward situation. Apparently. Once my hand is unraveled, I can't help but wince at the sight of my flayed skin. Unfortunately, it looks like some of the wounds are infected, indicated by some pus accumulating under the skin. That's not good. I got some disinfectant that should help. Our doctor can do more than I can. It'll be fine, I'm pretty tough. I'm aware, but it ain't pretty to look at. He opens the box he brought to take out a bottle of pink liquid, along with a rag. On the plus side, I guess you won't feel the stinging? Probably not. Even when I was younger, I was pretty good about rubbing alcohol in shots. Look at you. As a cat, alcohol makes me lightheaded just by smelling it. Not that kind of alcohol. And don't you run a bar? And done. I didn't realize it, but he's already cleaned up my bad hand. The rag is covered in pink and yellow. Oh, that was fast. Cats have to be quick to go unnoticed. Guess that hasn't changed. What's that? Nothing. You're a weird guy, you know that. So I've been told. Is that all? Hang on, let me wrap it up again, just for one more day. He's pretty gentle as he moves the bandage around my hand. The tiger ties a neat little bow on the base of my wrist for good measure. There. How's that feel? Good, I guess. It certainly looks better than the last bandages. Look like an amateur job at best. In more ways than one. I try to laugh, but it's cut off by a yawn. Okay, we've kept you up long enough. We're going to try to leave before sunrise. It's about 8 PM right now, so you'll be able to get at least 8 hours of rest before we head out. That'll be nice. I'm pretty beat. Axel hefts himself up as he opens up a bag he brought. He unravels a big mat along with an even bigger blanket. Whoa. You'll have plenty of space with these. They're big even for me. Don't worry, I'll live without it. I didn't realize he was giving me his own. Wow, thanks. These look pretty cozy. No worries. Here, I can turn on the heat with my axiom. How warm do you want it? A bit? I don't want to sweat, even if it gets cold. Axel pulls out his axiom and swipes it on. Unlike Lance's, his screen has an orange tint to it. In that case, I'll set it to automatic. Should work out. That's fine with me. Ugh! I'm almost blindsided by the fluffy pillow tossed into my lap. Oops, sorry. Should have warned ya. You can use that. Don't worry if it gets dirty. We'll wash everything when we get back. Got it. Axel sets everything up in a nearby corner of the warehouse, complete with a big canteen of water and a small cylinder. That's a light that you can use to get around if you need it. Do you want some earplugs too? Rose can be quite the snorer. Sure. Thank you. Axel starts to rummage around in the bag he brought, giving me a moment to breathe. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm starting to get overwhelmed with how considerate he is. Unlike Lance, I think he's actually scared of not accommodating me in some way. Before I know it, he tosses me a small container. Those should be some human-grade earplugs. You can keep them. Need anything else? No, I'm okay, thank you. I appreciate it. No problem. Well, get some rest, and don't hesitate to call me if you need anything. Alright? Sure, will do. With that, Axel gets up and congregates with his crew, leaving me with a moment of peace and quiet. Phew, what a day. At least, they're actually nice. Well, for the most part. Ring seems a bit prickly, but I think he at least has a heart. As I get under the blanket, I collect my thoughts. I really hope they're telling the truth. I don't think I can handle more trauma this week. I guess it wouldn't make sense for them to bust me out of Resume just to sell me, right? Unless they're selling me to a competitor or something. That's convoluted, but not impossible, I guess. I'll keep my guard up for the foreseeable future. I take one last deep breath as I put the earplugs in. They fit pretty well. The pillow is soft but also pretty sturdy. Memory foam? Whatever it is, this makeshift bed is the best thing that I've slept in a very long time. It doesn't take long for the heated blanket to knock me out. Hey, are you sure about this? I'm super groggy. What time is it? I lift my head up slightly. I think one of my earplugs came out. I think we should tell him ASAP. The lights are all out. It sounds like they're on the opposite side of the warehouse, whispering. There's barely any moonlight either, making it all the harder to figure out. I'm telling you, we should wait until Vita checks up on him. You're scared of how he'll react, aren't you? Terrified. I get that, but isn't it better to rip off the bandage? Do either of you want to do it? There's a moment of silence. No, but that's not fair. You're the leader here. Which is why I'm making the decision to wait. Let's at least bring him to a stable environment with an expert on the topic. I'm sliding my hand up on the mat to try to find the earplug. I can hear someone sigh. Alright, I won't say anything. Me neither, but you better be prepared for the fallout. I think he'll be alright, for the most part. Like he said, he's tough. Ring starts to yawn. If you say so. Oh well, he'll find out sooner or later. I feel bad for him. Same. Let's just make sure that we're here for him, alright? They all grunt in agreement. Alright, I'm going to bed. Night, you two. Night. Good night. And with that, they all rustle about for a moment before getting comfortable enough to sleep. Followed by loud snoring, which reminds me to stuff the earplug back in my ear. Peace and quiet. For the most part. Now my mind is running. I wonder what they're keeping from me. I'll probably find out in the next few days, but even still, my anxiety starts to spike again. The cool desert wind hitting my face reminds me to get under the heated blanket. It's the perfect temperature. I hope this comfort lasts a little while longer. I'm tired. To be continued. Ah. Okay, so let's talk. So while look, Bork Thunder. He made the new sprites. Or helped make them, I guess. What was I gonna say? Before I forget. So obviously there's stuff going on that nobody is telling us. Well, that nobody is telling Cyrus. And I'm assuming it has something to do with the fact that uh the I don't know, I guess something about his body or his memories. I'm pretty sure that his memories are not real. Um Either they're not real or they really are just that memories, but they're not current memories. Um which would suck because that means that well that means that the other tiger is dead. But I kind of already expected that because, if these seem like memories from a really, 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 really far off time, or they also seem sort of like Matrix style memories. And like even more like the new Matrix movie where, Neo and Trinity are placed into spoilers. Spoilers for the new Matrix movie if you haven't seen it. But Neo and Trinity are placed into the Matrix again after somehow, surviving the previous movie, and they're placed into fake lives where they are not together. They can, see each other and whatever, but they don't, they do not belong together in that version of the Matrix until, they get out and, they realize, oh, it's us, and then, they join forces and then they defeat it's not the architect, it's the analyst. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably what's going on with this thing. So yeah, I feel bad for Cyrus, but at the same time, I don't care because Axel is kind of hot. Those eyes, those bedroom eyes. I have a thing for those black sclera, yellow eyes on tigers, especially. If y'all don't know, I'm referencing someone. But anyways, I'm pretty sure at least 2 people who will hear this will know who I'm talking about. But yeah. What was I saying? So yeah. Obviously obviously Lance isn't gonna show up anytime soon. I'm pretty sure that he's not gonna show up until like there's another major, revelation. And I'm curious to meet this, what is his name, Silver person that the dragon is so into. I'm pretty sure that's their kind of, sort of, not really, but maybe partner, You know what kind of partner I'm talking about. And, so that's why he's so overprotective about the meals that are made specifically for him, because, like for me, if I make you a meal, it's very important. Like there's a reason I made it for you. I don't cook for just anybody. So yeah, like if I cook for you, there's a very big reason why I'm doing it. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going on with the dragon and this silver person. It's kind of nice to see hyenas in visual novels. I don't see that many hyenas, especially like, good hyenas, and I'm using air quotes, but you can't see it, but yeah, good hyenas. Rose is kind of cool, and I like her whole mechanical arm thing, but you know what they say, that if a character has one prosthetic limb, that usually means they're bad, so, and we'll have to see. And what else? I don't know, I'm just fixating on Axel. Those bedroom eyes. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see Lance eventually. We'll run into him again. He'll probably be looking for Cyrus again just to sell him all over again. Or they'll probably be on a mission and they'll include Cyrus for some weird reason. And then, Lance will show up again and it's like, oh, you, and then you. And then, they'll probably have to like incapacitate Lance, or he'll incapacitate them, but then somehow they'll get the one up on him. Anyways, I'm just theorizing here. But yeah, for now, it looks like we're gonna be with Axel and Ring and Rose. So I'm fine with that. The characters are very, interesting. So yeah, I can manage without Lance for a while. I hope you guys can too. So anyways, what did you guys think? You can write it down in the comments, and we can discuss all this stuff, our own visual novel game theories. And yeah, but thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Remember the Flowers yourself, you can find it over on itch, and I will not be able to post the direct link, obviously, but you can find it over on the Remember the Flowers official Twitter page, which I will obviously post a link down in the description part area, and you can support the project and get early builds of Remember the Flowers before I do, and find out what's gonna go on, what's gonna happen. I think there's already a new build, so you can already find out if you subscribe to their Patreon, and obviously it'll be linked down in the description. And I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.